Hello, today's topic will be unit number chapter number 1, that is population distribution density growth and composition, from your book that is India People and Economy. Before we start up, I'll tell you the contents of this chapter. The contents are as follows. The topics that we are going to cover up in the chapter include population distribution, density, growth of population, population composition. Under population composition, we have rural urban composition, linguistic composition, religious composition, and occupational structure. Alright, so let us start. Now, before we start up, we have already covered the concepts of population distribution, density, growth in your previous book chapter, that's chapter number 2. So here in this, I'm not going to repeat the definitions because it is already well understood. Now, today we are going to start off with a very interesting topic that is related to Indian context. That is, we will study the population distribution in India, density, growth एंड कॉम्पोजिशन. ठीक है, सो पूरे के पूरा का इंडियन फैक्ट्स पढ़ेंगे हम लोग. इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन का कंडीशन क्या है. सो बिफोर आई टेल यू द की फैक्ट्स, there are certain interesting facts about Indian population. Now, did you know that India is the second most populous country in the world after China, with a total population of approximately 1.38 billion according to the latest United Nations projection of 2020 by Worldometers website. ठीक है, लेकिन if we follow the old data, it is approximately 1.21 crore. But however, I have given you the latest data of population. मतलब हमारे पास 1.38 billion approx people रहते हैं हमारे country में, and it is the second most largest populous country. Now, did you also knew that India's population is larger than the total population of North America, South America and Australia put together? कहने का मतलब अगर हम नॉर्थ अमेरिका, साउथ अमेरिका एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पॉपुलेशन को एक साथ देखें तो हमारे कंट्री में उतना पॉपुलेशन रहता है. Isn't it alarming? It is. Now, one more thing you should be knowing that हमारे कंट्री का टोटल जोग्राफिकल एरिया है 2.4%, लेकिन हम लोग वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन में कंट्रीब्यूशन देते हैं अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 17.8%. कहने का मतलब आउट ऑफ 100% टोटल वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन, इंडियाज कंट्रीब्यूशन इज 17.8%. 17.8% ऑफ द टोटल वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन लिव्स इन इंडिया. नाउ, as I already told you, according to the old data, इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन था अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1.21 करोड़. ऑलराइट, ओके. नाउ दिस इज़ क्वाइट इम्पॉर्टेंट. जब हम लोग पॉपुलेशन रिलेटेड कुछ भी पढ़ते हैं तो पॉपुलेशन एक डेटा है जिसको कलेक्ट करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, सो इफ़ यू वांट टू नो अबाउट द डेमोग्राफी और द सोशियो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन ऑफ एनी कंट्री, देयर इज़ अ पर्टिकुलर सोर्स थ्रू विच वी कैन गेट द पॉपुलेशन डाटा. अगर हमें पॉपुलेशन डाटा जानना है, सो इंडिया में एक चीज़ होता है जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं सेंसस, CENSUS, census. Now, census is a survey which is conducted every after 10 years. ठीक है, ये 10 साल के इंटरवल में कंडक्ट किया जाता है, जहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन रिलेटेड डेटा पूछने के लिए कुछ लोग आते हैं डोर टू डोर कलेक्शन करने. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दे आस्क यू द नेम, योर फैमिली मेम्बर्स, नंबर ऑफ लिटरेट people out there, okay, age, sex, everything is asked under census, and after that census data is compiled together and released in the government census website. So वहाँ पे जाके हम लोग को अगर population related कोई भी चीज़ चाहिए हमें मिल जाएगा through census. So what is census? Census is a survey which is conducted by the government of India after every 10 years. Now, remember, other countries do also follow their own particular census. Now, उनका टाइम इंटरवल डिफरेंट हो सकता है, लेकिन हमारे कंट्री में आफ्टर ड्यूरेशन ऑफ 10 years कंडक्ट किया जाता है. सो द लास्ट सेंसस इन इंडिया वाज कंडक्टेड इन 2011, and the next will be in approximately 2021. That is a gap of 10 years. Now, you should also remember that the first census in India was conducted in the year 1872. However, ये जो सेंसस हुआ था 1872 का, दिस वॉज इनकम्प्लीट, but the complete census was conducted only in the year in 1881. So remember, the first census, although it was conducted in 1872, but the complete census was conducted in the year 1881. Okay, so it's complete data मिलता है. So after 1881 till present we have complete census data. So remember, main source of population data is census. Okay, now we start with the population distribution in India. As you already know the definition of population distribution, we will directly come to the main point of discussion. Now, the population of 1.38 billion in India is again unevenly distributed throughout all the states of India. Okay, so here हम लोग जितने भी डेटा रिलेटेड एस्पेक्ट्स पढ़ेंगे हम लोग अकॉर्डिंग टू 2011 सेंसस डेटा रेफर करेंगे. क्योंकि वो एक ऑफिशियल डेटा है जिसको अप्रूव माना जाता है, इसीलिए हम लोग अकॉर्डिंग टू 2011 सेंसस फॉलो करेंगे. वहाँ पे जो डेटा दिया गया था उसी के बेसिस हम लोग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, डेंसिटी, ग्रोथ एंड एक्सेट्रा पढ़ सकते हैं. हाउएवर ड्यूरिंग द 10 year गैप दे माइट बी हैव लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस. बहुत सारे चेंजेस आ चुके हैं, बट there may be slight changes, but we have to follow the government website census. So as you know that the population distribution is highly uneven, we will have a look at this following table that I have given. So among all the states of India, UP has the largest population in India. Okay, so it ranks number 1 in population distribution. Followed by UP, we have the state of Maharashtra at number 2 position, Bihar at number 3, West Bengal at number 4, Andhra Pradesh number 5, number 6 it is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, then followed by other states like Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Gujarat, Orissa, Kerala, etc. Okay, so these are the states which have been ranked according to their population. So the most populous state in India is Uttar Pradesh, and the least populated state is Sikkim. You may be knowing that. Okay, so now in the next slide what are we going to do is that, okay, so this is a population map which shows the most populous states of India. The red color indicates the highest population distribution, as you already know, that's UP, okay, Maharashtra and Bihar. These three have been put clubbed under the high populous states of India, followed by other states. Okay, now rather than analyzing the population of all the states of India, we will only concentrate on the top 10 most populous states of India according to 2011 census. I hope you are able to see it up in the screen. Can you see the 10 most populous states in the world? In India. It is, as you see, it's UP, second Maharashtra, third Bihar, fourth West Bengal, fifth Madhya Pradesh, sixth Tamil Nadu, okay, seventh Rajasthan, 8 Karnataka, 9 Gujarat, and 10 it's your Andhra Pradesh. So these are the 10 most populous states of India which contributes more than half of India's total population. Okay, so in the 10 states में more than half of people live. In fact, out of these 10 states अगर मैं तुम लोगों को बताऊं तो यूपी, महाराष्ट्र, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल को मिला दिया जाए तो ये पूरे कंट्री का हाफ पॉपुलेशन कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है. ऑलराइट, now another interesting fact about this population distribution is that the agriculturally developed states like Punjab and Haryana, okay, these are very developed in terms of agriculture, but their total contribution to the total India's population is only 2.29 and 2.09 respectively. That is 2.29 and 2.09 respectively. Okay, despite that they are so agriculturally developed, still the population contribution is only 2.29 to 2.09 percentage. Okay, now here this is a diagram which will, this is a sector diagram which will help us understand the percentage share of each of the states to the total population of India. यहाँ पे देखो, Uttar Pradesh continues to be the most populous state in the country with 200 million people, which is more than the population of Brazil, the 5th most populous country in the world. Means अगर हम यूपी के population को देखें तो वो ब्राज़ील के population से भी ज़्यादा है. Imagine. Then The combined population of Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, that is the second most populous state at 312 million, is substantially greater than the population of USA, the third most populous country of the world. Okay, now what it is trying to say, that if you combine the population of Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra together, the population is more than the population of USA. Isn't it interesting? Now after this, you can also see others percentage share of contribution of population. You can see Bihar at 9% of total population, West Bengal at 8%, Andhra Pradesh 7%, Madhya Pradesh approximately 6%, Tamil Nadu 6%, Rajasthan 6%, Karnataka 5%, Gujarat 5%, Orissa 3%, Kerala 3%, Jharkhand 3%, Assam 3%, Punjab 2%, Chhattisgarh 2%, Haryana, Delhi 1%, Jammu and Kashmir 1%, Uttarakhand 1%, and other states, their contribution to total population in percentage is only 2%. Now, so as I told you, the uneven distribution, okay, देखो यूपी का contribution हमें पता चल गया 16.49%. Now, another very interesting fact about India's population is that, just listen to it very carefully, ध्यान से सुनना, that there is very little relationship between area and population in India. कहने का मतलब, even if the area is very large, it doesn't mean that वहाँ का population ज़्यादा होगा. जैसे कि देखो यहाँ पे एक मैप दिखाया मैंने तुम लोगों को. In terms of population, UP has the thick population, है ना. लेकिन in terms of area, do you know the largest state of India in terms of area? It is Rajasthan, which is largest state in terms of area wise. Okay, after Rajasthan it is Madhya Pradesh, and the smallest state in terms of area is Goa. So the largest state in terms of area is Rajasthan, the smallest state in terms of area is Goa. Whereas in terms of population, UP is the largest state in terms of population, and Sikkim is the least populated state of India. So there is a very little relationship that area and there is a very little relationship between area and population. Means if the state is large, it doesn't mean that the population is also very large, as you are able to see. Although Rajasthan is the largest state, however it is not the state in terms of it is not the state which comes first in terms of population distribution. Okay, because of multiple number of factors which we will discuss it afterwards. Okay, because of all such reason. Now Rajasthan has approximately or occupies 10.41% of area of India. Okay, but its contribution to the total population is only approximately 5.67%. Okay, it's only 5.6% population. Although its area is 10.41%, but its total contribution is only 5.67%. So this proves that there is very little relationship between area and total population of our country. Okay, so this was one fact which I wanted to show it to you all. Now another very interesting fact of India's population is that when you take Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, it also comes in your top 10 states in terms of population. Okay, you know that Andhra Pradesh is in 5th and 6th number approximately. So Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, they together have 17.75% of the total area, and their combined share of population is only 13%. मतलब अगर हम लोग आंध्र प्रदेश एंड मध्य प्रदेश का टोटल पॉपुलेशन कंबाइन कर दे तो उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन ओनली 13% है, जहां हम कंपेयर करें उसको यूपी से जो अकेला 16 और 17% टोटल पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रीब्यूट करता है. सो आंध्र प्रदेश एंड मध्य प्रदेश का दोनों का पॉपुलेशन मिला के यूपी में ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन है, दैट इज 16.49% और अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 17% ऑफ टोटल पॉपुलेशन. Now, I also want to talk about some of the northeastern states of India. So, I will just take names of few northeastern states like Nagaland, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh. Now, Nagaland का total population contribution है 0.16%. Okay, so it's 0.16%. Meghalaya has a total population contribution of about 0.24%. ठीक है, so 0.24% है, and Arunachal Pradesh contribution to total population percentage wise is 0.11%. So again you can see the disparity between the population distribution in the northeastern states and when you come up here to the northern states. All right, so this was all about your population distribution in India, and we saw that the population distribution is highly uneven. Now why is that the population distribution in India is highly uneven? Now we have already discussed the factors affecting the uneven distribution of population, that is geographical factors, economic factors and your socio-cultural factors. So इन तीनों फैक्टर्स के वजह से क्या है, पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इन इंडिया इज हाईली अनइवन अगेन. नाउ व्हेन यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो, तब ध्यान में रखना एग्जाम्पल्स तुम्हें इंडिया से देना है, ठीक है. अगर वर्ल्ड का क्वेश्चन आ जाए जो मेंशन होगा क्वेश्चन पेपर में, तब वर्ल्ड के एग्जाम्पल्स देना है, लेकिन जब जोग्राफिकल फैक्टर्स के अंडर अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर एक्सेट्रा लिखोगे, वहाँ पे इंडियन एग्जाम्पल्स कोट करना है, ठीक है. अब ये तुम लोग अपने माइंड से भी सोचकर एग्जाम्पल्स कोट कर सकते हो. ऑलराइट, नाउ let us move on to the another topic of your chapter, that is density of population. As I've already explained, what is the meaning of density of population? Okay, it's the ratio between total population to total area. Now in this particular content or chapter we will discuss three important types of density. ठीक है, तीन प्रकार के density होते हैं. First one को बोलते हैं arithmetic density. Okay, the first one is known as your arithmetic density. The second one is known as, in your next slide I'll show you to you, that's known as your physiological density. The third is known as your agricultural density. So first is known as agricultural density, second is known as physiological density, and third is known as your agricultural density. So first we'll start with the definition of arithmetic density. ये arithmetic density of population का मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब सिंपल वही है जो हम लोग यूजुअल मैनर में डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट करते हैं, जो हम लोगों ने डेफिनेशन में भी देखा. जैसे कि अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी का मतलब होता है इट्स द रेशियो ऑफ टोटल पॉपुलेशन ऑफ एन एरिया टू टोटल एरिया. ओके, दैट इज रेशियो ऑफ टोटल पॉपुलेशन टू टोटल एरिया इज नोन एज अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, एंड वी ऑलरेडी नो द फॉर्मूला. नाउ the advantage of using arithmetic density is that it's very simple to calculate. Okay, you just have to know the total population divided by total area, you will get the answer, that is known as arithmetic density. लेकिन arithmetic density का disadvantage क्या होता है? ठीक है, हमारे जैसे कंट्री के लिए arithmetic density यूज़ करना थोड़ा सा लिमिटेड हो जाता है या कुछ डिसएडवांटेज होता है. डिसएडवांटेज ये है कि ये एक करेक्ट डेंसिटी डेटा हमें नहीं प्रोवाइड कर सकता, क्योंकि जब हम अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट करते हैं इस फॉर्मूला से, ये क्या करता है, ये उस एरिया का पॉपुलेशन भी ले लेता है जहाँ पे लोग कम रहते हैं, जैसे कि हिली एरिया जहाँ पे टोपोग्राफी अच्छा नहीं है, स्वम्पी है, मार्शी एरिया या फॉरेस्टेड एरिया है, वहाँ का भी टोटल पॉपुलेशन लेके अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट कर लेता है. लेकिन हमें पता है जहाँ पे लोग ज़्यादा नहीं रहते, अब वहाँ का अगर हम लोग पॉपुलेशन अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी में डालें तो आंसर बायस्ड हो सकते हैं या डेविएट हो सकते हैं एक्चुअल डेंसिटी से. सो ये प्रॉब्लम है किसी भी कंट्री के लिए जब हम अरिथमेटिक डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम कम्स इन अ कंट्री लाइक इंडिया स्पेशली. there is a problem because it takes into account all the population living, okay, where people even do not live out there. So it does not give a correct indication of population density. So इसी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए, ठीक है, एक नया डेंसिटी यूज़ किया जाता है जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी. नाउ द definition of physiological density is it is the ratio of the total population to total cultivated area. Okay, so the formula is physiological density is equal to total population by total cultivated area. Okay, मतलब total population of that area divided by total cultivated area. total cultivated area का मतलब होता है कितना एरिया अंडर एग्रीकल्चर है या अंडर कल्टिवेशन है. सो उसी एरिया को सिर्फ लिया जाता है टू कैलकुलेट द फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी. ऑलराइट, ओनली द total cultivated area is taken into account. Okay, now this concept of physiological density was first used in France and later on India also adopted this. Why? Because physiological density का बहुत ही interesting advantage ये है, हमारे country के लिए physiological density बहुत ही apt suitable माना जाता है, क्योंकि हमारे country में more than 3/4 of the population, total population is still dependent on agriculture. So अगर हम लोग डेंसिटी निकालना चाहे तो फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी हमारे लिए सूटेबल रहेगा, क्योंकि मैंने फिर से बताया दैट हमारे 3/4 more than 3/4 of our total population is still dependent on agriculture. So when you calculate the density, its total population by total cultivated area, we'll get an accurate picture. So this is the advantage of using your physiological density. Now the third type of density that we have in our context of density is agriculture density. ये भी physiological density जैसा है, बस slight change क्या है, यहाँ पे न्यूमरेटर पे हम लोग डाल देते हैं टोटल एग्रीकल्चरल पॉपुलेशन और नीचे का डिनोमिनेटर सेम ही रह जाता है, दैट्स टोटल कल्टिवेटेड एरिया. ठीक है. सो फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी एंड एग्रीकल्चर डेंसिटी में ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, इतना ही डिफरेंस है. एग्रीकल्चर डेंसिटी इज द रेशियो ऑफ द टोटल एग्रीकल्चरल पॉपुलेशन टू टोटल कल्टिवेटेड एरिया. बस ऊपर न्यूमरेटर चेंज हो जाता है फ्रॉम योर फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी. Okay, now we'll start with the spatial distribution of density of population. Okay, so कभी भी geographical context में हम लोग सिर्फ state wise analysis देखते हैं, state wise condition कैसा है. ठीक है. Now before I start with state wise, you should be knowing a key fact that India का density of population कितना है. So according to 2011 census, India's density of population is 382 persons per square kilometer. मतलब every per square kilometer or unit of land कितने लोग रहते हैं, 382 persons in India. Now if I tell you the latest away from the census data, it is 464 persons per square kilometer. This is a very fresh new data for you all. ठीक है. It's 464 persons per square kilometer. Now let us start analyzing it. Okay, now before we start state wise देखना, अब यहाँ पे on the right hand side you may be able to see a map. Now this is a map which will tell us that which state has the highest density of population in India and which state has the lowest. So by looking at this particular diagram or map, you're able to see that it is the state of Bihar according to 2011 census which has the highest density of population, followed by West Bengal. Okay, and among the union territories it's Delhi with the highest density of population in India. ठीक है. Now states with the lowest density of population in India, अरुणाचल प्रदेश है जहाँ पे सिर्फ 17 persons per square kilometer लोग रहते हैं, followed by Mizoram and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, so Mizoram is the second in terms of low density, and then we have Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay. Now see, Bihar has approximately 1106 persons per square kilometer living in that particular area, followed by West Bengal. Now in 2001 West Bengal was in number 1 in terms of density, but however in 2011 Bihar ने West Bengal को replace करके वो आ गया है number 1 position पे in terms of population density. Now let us see the state wise distribution. Okay, before that, before we jump into that topic, you should also have a slight picture of your trends of India's population density. मतलब India's population density कैसे change हुआ है from 1901 to 2011 में. Okay, so look at the table. This is the census data. Okay, which shows the density of population. Now in 1901, as you can see, India's density was only 77. In 1911 it went up to 82, but in 1921 India's density reduced to 81. Okay, just a slight knowledge for you all. 1921, in the year 1921, this year is also known as the year of great demographic divide. Okay, मतलब इस ईयर में ऑलमोस्ट पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ नेगेटिव चला गया था बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टन रीजन्स लाइक देयर वाज स्टारवेशन, देयर वाज स्प्रेड ऑफ एपिडेमिक्स, देयर वर डेथ्स एटसेट्रा, ड्यू टू विच द पॉपुलेशन इन 1921 नेगेटिव हो गया एंड देयर बाय डेंसिटी भी रिड्यूस हो गया था. ठीक है. नाउ इन 1931 इट वाज 90, 1941 it went up to 103, 1951 it was 117, 1961 it went up to 142, 1971 178, 1981 223, 1991 267, 2001 में हुआ था ये 325, and according to 2011 census our current density is 382 according to the census data. I repeat. ठीक है. So अगर हम ट्रेंड्स देखें तो इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी कॉन्स्टेंटली इंक्रीज ही हुआ है. ओके, स्लाइटली इंक्रीज ही हुआ है. हावेवर थोड़ा सा डिक्लाइन हो रहा है अभी पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी कंपैरेटिवली टू प्रीवियस ईयर्स, बट दिस इज हाउ योर ट्रेंड्स ऑफ इंडियाज डेंसिटी हैज बीन. ऑलराइट. ओके, नाउ वी विल सी द spatial pattern of density of India according to 2011 census. So as you already know, the average density of, or the national density, is 382 persons per square kilometer. Again, I repeat, again India's population density is not equally distributed. 382 सब districts का तो 382 नहीं है, उससे below भी है, उससे high भी है. So for your convenience, what I have done state wise analysis के लिए मैंने इंडिया को अगेन डेंसिटी जोन्स या डेंसिटी रीजन्स में बांट दिए. सो इन डिफरेंट बुक्स, इन डिफरेंट सोर्सेज तुम लोगों को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट क्लासिफिकेशन मिलेगा या डिफरेंट डिवीजन मिलेगा, बट फॉर माई कन्वीनियंस आई हैव डिवाइडेड द इंडिया इनटू डिफरेंट डेंसिटी जोन्स. सो आई हैव डिवाइडेड इंडिया, और इंडिया कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 डेंसिटी जोन्स. दैट इज, फर्स्ट इज हाई डेंसिटी स्टेट्स, सेकेंड इज मीडियम डेंसिटी स्टेट्स, एंड थर्ड इज लो डेंसिटी स्टेट्स. First, the high density states have a population density of 501 and above. मतलब 5 वो इस डेंसिटी जोन में वो स्टेट्स आते हैं जिनके डेंसिटी 501 एंड अबव है. मीडियम डेंसिटी स्टेट्स इज बिटवीन 251 to 500 persons, and your low density states are less than 100 and even less than that. Okay, so under the high density states कौन से आते हैं? So it's first Bihar, which is the most densely populated state of India with 1102 persons per square kilometer, followed by it's West Bengal, okay, which is 1029 persons per square kilometer. Then it's Kerala, UP, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, and among the Union Territory, Delhi has the highest density, followed by Chandigarh 9252. Then we have Puducherry, Daman and Diu, Lakshadweep, etc. So these are the densely packed states of India. Now रीजन्स भी देखते हैं क्यों इन स्टेट्स में पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी हाई है. नाउ बिकॉज जस्ट टेक फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफ बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल, ये सारे एग्रीकल्चरल स्टेट है, ठीक है, एंड दे हैव वेरी गुड फर्टाइल सोइल प्लस अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर. दैट्स व्हाई पीपल हैव सेटल्ड डाउन इन लार्ज नंबर्स. Okay, and if you look back to the history also, historical factors के वजह से भी they have huge density. Now, Bihar being the epicenter of all the civilizations, okay, जहाँ पे मगध etc. empire आया, and people settled down in large numbers. That's why Bihar का density high है. West Bengal again being an agricultural state, people flux to this region. Okay, migration होता है. Kerala being an agricultural state, okay, UP being an agricultural state, and among the union territories, Delhi में population density high क्योंकि migration के वजह से and all the pull factors जैसे कि educational facility, your job opportunities, okay, high standard of living etc. have made Delhi the thickly densely populated state in India. Delhi एक ऐसा UT बन गया है जहाँ से all the way round यहाँ पे लोग जाते हैं, जैसे फ्रॉम यूपी, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल, ऑल दे फ्लॉक्स टू द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ दिल्ली. Okay, so these are the reasons why these states have higher density of population. Now under the medium density states between 251 to 500, we have the states of Jharkhand, Assam, Goa, Maharashtra, Tripura, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Orissa, MP, etc. Now why are they being placed on a medium density? It's a multiple of reasons. Okay, multiplicity is that, let's take for example Gujarat. Okay, now it has medium density of population because of course the density is high only. Gujarat is an industrial belt, again of offering employment opportunities, thereby people flux to this region, Gujarat. Okay, similarly Assam being an agricultural state. Okay, Jharkhand is being put under your medium density zone because of the availability of minerals, and however it doesn't have so high density because still that region is not fully developed. इसके वजह से भी वो medium density zones में आता है. Okay, then we have states with low density, that is 100 or less persons per square kilometer. These includes the states of Arunachal Pradesh with only 17 persons per square kilometer, followed by Mizoram with 52 persons per square kilometer, and also Sikkim also comes under the low density states, that is 86 persons per square kilometer, and among the union territories, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, it's in the top position with 46 persons per square kilometer. देखो यहाँ पे states and UTs अलग अलग मैं तुम लोग को बता रही हूँ, ठीक है. स्टेट्स में विद लो डेंसिटी अरुणाचल प्रदेश है, लेकिन अगर यूनियन टेरिटरी पूछ ले तो वो अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड्स है, ठीक है. नाउ व्हाई दीज स्टेट्स I have placed a question, why is there a difference? Why these states have low density of population? Because of a multiple of factors, multiple of geographical factors, economic factors and socio-cultural factors की वजह से the density is quite low in this region. ठीक है, अरुणाचल प्रदेश our नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट, ओके, मिजोरम भी आ रहा है लो डेंसिटी में, जिसका पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी बहुत लो है बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल फैक्टर्स, दैट इज बैड टोपोग्राफी, लैंड फॉर्म्स इज नॉट गुड, it is not much economic development out there. Take the states of Mizoram, take the island group of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, okay, it's mostly a forested island. So all these factors have contributed to the low density in these regions. All right, so this is all about your entire concept of population distribution and density. In the next coming chapter, in the next coming topic, we are going to discuss about the population growth. Right, so thanks for watching.